Hello everyone, it's Shanna Makes It, and I am part of the creative crew for Cat Scrappiness, and I am excited to introduce to you Cat Scrappiness organizational products for your craft room. Now, it's the first of the year, and it's a great time to get organized. In your craft room, I know a lot of people like to reorganize and redecorate and just straighten up everything after the holidays, and so we are going to be having a sale so that you can do that. And these products are already reasonably affordable. They've got a great price point, and I believe Kat's going to put them on sale, so you're going to want to check them out. So we have got the medium MDF desk organizer here, and this is really cool. And I'm going to pull out the next piece. We're just doing an unboxing here. And I've got the MDF marker organizer in white. And so we've got both of these pieces. Let's see what else was included with the materials that I have. And we've got the silicone tool caddy blending brush holder in the teal, and the pink, and the gray, and the hot pink. And I'm just showing you all of those. And we'll look at all of these individually. And then I've got another box here, and we have got the magnetic die storage pockets that are 5.5 by 7 1/4, and you get 5 in a package. And these are wonderful. You've got the sleeves that they go in, and you've got the magnetic pieces that your dies lay on. And we also have the stamp and die storage packets that are in two sizes, 5 9/16 by 7 1/2, and then 5 1/2 by 7 1/4. And those are the two that we have. And these are great for storing your stamps in. You can store your stamps and dies together or separately, however you choose to do that, but just wonderful storage options. Those come 50 in a pack. So I'm just showing you these caddies again and getting them unpackaged and just giving you a real good look at them. And this is the gray colored. I really like this one. It's a really pretty gray. And then we've got the hot pink here. So there's lots of options. And we'll just move those aside. We're going to do some assembly of these organizers. So I'm just going to lay everything aside and just kind of show you the assembly of this. It goes together fairly easy. They snap into place pretty well. And I'm going to start, I thought maybe this was a sleeve and it slid off there, but I'll wind up cutting it and getting into it. But actually the wrap that is around this box is really pretty. It's got a brown on the outside and then a light color on the inside, and it's all little crafty materials. So I guess it's green on the inside. And I was thinking, wow, you could use that as some patterned paper. It's so pretty. That's just kind of just an interesting little tidbit. The packaging I thought was really beautiful. So I'm going to pull this out. So you're going to get a bottle of glue with that, with this organizer that you can use to assemble it. And so you've got a nice instruction sheet, and there's just, I don't know, 3 easy steps on this one. Now, one of the things that you'll notice is when they come in, they're actually, and I'm zooming in so you can see it, they're actually contained within the board, and you just need to pop them out very easily. But you want to keep those boards nearby because they're numbered. At first, when I did this, I didn't realize that they were numbered, and when I popped them out, I didn't see the numbers. So then I realized, and I quickly started putting them back where they belong so that I would know what number they are. And I'm laying numbers that are similar together, but it's very simple to put together. So I'm getting all the extra pieces out of the way. And I did speed this up because it takes a minute, and I wanted it to be a reasonable length of time for the video. So I'm just checking my sizes to make sure I grab the pieces. So basically what you're going to do is grab the inserts from smallest to largest and lay them on this bottom base piece, and they snap right in. They've got it cut. I didn't even put glue on this bottom part because I wasn't sure if I was ready to glue it yet, but once I figure out that I've got all the pieces where I want to, I'll start adding glue to it. And I had put the wrong piece there, so I had to switch it. And then you just put your sides on. That's your front piece and your back piece. And then you'll just, I'm going to get my glue open, and I'm going to start adding some glue on the edges, and we'll just start popping all these together. I will turn it over and put some glue on the bottom where I did not add when I first put it together. But it's as simple as this. So we'll just get that glue laid down on there, and we'll just pop these in. And you kind of have to wiggle them in because there are, I didn't have any glue on there, so I want to add some glue. You know, you've got two little prongs on each board that you need to snap in there. So you kind of need to wiggle them in, and you'll know when you get it because you'll hear it snap. It'll snap right into place, and then you'll know you've got it. So I'll wiggle with it and get it all assembled. And I'm just making sure everything's in place and just continuing to kind of work with it. And I found that it was easier to get the side on and then add the front and the back. That just worked better for me. And I'm just kind of pressing on it. I took it off camera so I could get my arm strength into it. Sometimes it's hard to do things when you're recording on your desk. So I just pulled it up next to me so I could get my, I'm not a really strong, I don't have a lot of grip strength. So I needed to use my arms to get it in there. Anyways, we're just lining them up and popping them in, and then we'll get the front on there and get it pushed in, and just making sure all my pieces are nice and tight. And I've got that assembled. Now I'm going to bring in and just show you what'll fit in there. Now these are some A2 size card bases that I have cut up, and I've kind of got them in rainbow order, and you could actually store them in here just like that. I'm going to take this out and show you. You could also store your A2 size cards. So here's some Cat Scrappiness cards that I made with our recent Quokka Cowboy release, and you could stack your cards in there as well if you wanted to do that. Now I'm showing you the side because you could also decorate it. I've got this purple piece of vinyl here that I'm going to show you, and I will decorate it later, and I'm not going to use that purple. I'm going to use the color scheme that suits my craft room best. But for now, we're going to assemble this. This is the MDF marker organizer in white, and it's got, I think, 4 simple steps to it as well, and it also included the glue with it. And this white has got a wonderful sheen to it. I really like it in the white. I think you'll like it too. So I'm just getting all my pieces laid out, and it's the same thing. You've got your numbers on here so that you know how to assemble it, and then you've got the instruction sheet that shows you how to do it. And it goes together really simply. Now this is the top and the bottom of the board. And first I lay this with the MDF collar showing up, thinking that I want the outside of my box to be the nice part. But I'm actually going to flip this over because the way that it shows, and you can choose to do it however you want. The white would kind of show through a little bit. And so I went ahead and put the white facing up. So just depending on how you use it in your craft room, how you want it. But right now I've got the MDF showing, and I'll actually stop and flip that over because when I look at it, I looked in and I could see the MDF from the inside of it, and I preferred to see the white. But you might choose to put the white on the bottom depending on how it's standing on your shelf. It's completely up to you. But this is very similar to the other one. You just pop all of them into place and it goes together really quick. You can see this one went together quicker. There were less pieces for one thing, and for another, once I had done the first one, it made the other one easier. So here's where I decided to flip this over. You could do it either way. I did it so that when I looked into the bottom of the marker box, I could see the white. Now I did show you that vinyl that you could lay on the other piece. You could do vinyl on it, or you could paint them. I was talking to Kat about it, and she actually painted hers. So you could choose to do that, or you could even use your pattern paper to decorate it. Now on this white one, I will do nothing to it because I have a lot of white organizer stuff in my craft room. And so I will leave it white, and it looks wonderful, just like this. Now this piece just covers up the little notches so you won't see it, and you'll have a good clean finish on the top, and you'll have a good clean finish on the sides because you've got side pieces as well, and they'll just cover up those notches and you won't see it, and it'll look really nice and neat. Now I want to say these pieces are very affordable, so if you're looking for some storage options for your craft room, I would suggest checking out Cat Scrappiness because they are very affordable, and if she puts them on sale, they're going to be even more affordable. So you're going to want to check them out. So this is really cool, and there are 9 rows and there are 9 circles in each row. So you've got plenty of room to put all of your markers. And so I've got both of my pieces put together, and I really like them. I like the sheen on the white. And then for this one, I'm going to cover it up. I'm just going to bring in, I recently relabeled some of the bins in my craft room, and I used this kind of blush colored vinyl. And so I'm just going to take a piece of this and trim around it and cut it down, and I'm just going to cover up the sides, front, and back of this desktop organizer. And it's real simple. You see, I just laid it on there. I just used a pen. I traced around it, and I'm just using my scissors to cut it down. And then I'm just going to get it laid down on here. Now, it would be very pretty with some pattern paper or some pattern vinyl, but this is all I had in my stash at the moment, and so I thought I'd go ahead and use it. Since I did make the labels for all of my craft bins with this color, I thought it would tie in nicely. It also matches my curtains and my rug and the color scheme that I've got in my room, so I think it'll work out very nice. So I'm having trouble getting this lifted off of here, but I wanted to show you, how simply you can decorate this if you want to. Now, you can choose to get it in a different color if you want, and then you might not decorate it at all. You could get it in the white. And so I'm just going to pull this off here, if I can get a hold of it, and then we'll just get it laid down. And we'll do all 4 sides on the camera so you can see how quickly it comes together. I had a piece of red vinyl that was stuck on there I was trying to get pulled off. Sometimes when you store things, you get bits and pieces of stuff in your craft room on them. So that just laid down really quickly, and I've got the side covered. Just going to do the same thing, and I'm using the straight edge of the vinyl to line my desk organizer up with, and then just tracing around the curved edges, and it's very simple. So you can do this quickly and efficiently. And this is just some vinyl that I picked up at the local craft store. If I didn't have those nails, I probably wouldn't have that trouble getting a hold of those little pieces of vinyl, but sometimes the nails make it hard to function. So now we're just going to cover the front, and then we'll cover the back, and we'll be good to go. Now, I'd hoped I was able to cover the front and the back with this scrap here, but I'm not. I'll get the front covered, and then I'll have to bring in another piece for the back, but we'll get it all covered. And then when we get all these pieces, I will get them organized on my bookshelf and take a picture so you can see how nicely they sit on there. And for this one, I just pulled the whole backer off because I thought I could just lay the whole thing down as a whole because it wasn't a very big piece. And then for the back, we're going to bring in, there's where I thought I could use that scrap, but I can't. So again, I'm going to line up the straight edge of my vinyl and just trace around there, and we'll just have to make a couple cuts. Just 2 sides. And we'll get this out of the way, and we'll get this piece laid down, and we've got this thing decorated and ready to go. And it was a little bit hard to show the big boxes on the screen and then get close up to where you could see everything. So we had some different angles going on, but I think it was effective in showing you all the pieces parts. So I got that laid down on there, and I'm good to go. Now what I've decided to do is, since I do have my A2 size panels cut, I'm showing you that you could put a tag on there if you wanted. Now, that was something I had in my stash. If you wanted to put like cardstock in there and you wanted to label what it was, you could do that. Now these are the tool caddies, or the blending brush, and I'm bringing in our Cat Scrappiness blending brushes, and I'm just putting them in there. We've got them in 2 colors, the black and then the gold. I think there might be another color as well, but I just have these 2 colors. And then you can bring in another blending brush, and you can use your pick and stick tool from Cat Scrappiness, or you can put your reverse ombre tweezers in there, or whatever you've got you can stick in there, and just kind of keep your stuff organized. There's my pick and stick tool. You could also put your bone folder in there. Just lots of options with those. Now with these die storage packs here, these magnetic die storage packs, you just put your dies on there, and I've just got one of my Cat Scrappiness dies here, and I'm just going to put it on there, get all of my pieces laid down on there, and I'll just slide it into the sleeve. And then you can also choose to put your stamps inside that sleeve with it if you choose. I just grabbed some random ones. I like to put my Cat Scrappiness thing in the back just so I have the names of all my products. And then for these, you can easily just take one of your Cat Scrappiness stamps and slide it in there. And you can choose to put your stamps and your magnetic sheets together if you choose to do that. But these are wonderful products to store all your things. And I use these regularly because I keep my stuff very organized. So I'm bringing that caddy back in, and I'm bringing in my colored cardstock, and I'm just going to lay it in there in rainbow order. And they lay very nicely in there. So I'm just going to pull all these pieces in and just lay my reds and pinks together, my yellows and orange together, and my green, and then my blues together. And then I've kind of got like a hodgepodge of stuff that I'm putting in the back. But what a great way to organize. And then I've got my marker storage, and I'm going to get all my markers in there. And I'll show you a clip of that at the end, how I store all of that. I'm going to bring in some and just kind of show you. And there's, like I said, 9 by 9. So you can get all those in there. And I had some duplicate markers, so I was able to get all of mine in except for the duplicates, and I just put them underneath the storage unit. So that is all of these products that I'm showing you. And I realized that I missed the glue bottle holder, and this is in purple and turquoise. It's really cool because it's kind of, I don't know if it's like a ombre or it's a real sheen, a really pretty sheen. It kind of, it's iridescent, I guess is what I'm looking for. And this is just a tacky glue bottle, and the big one will fit. You can also use, I'm laying it aside, you could, you put it in there and you set it at the top of your desk. It's out of your way. It's in the upright position so that when you're ready to glue, all your ink is down at the bottom of your glue bottle, and it fits great. This Nuvo bottle will also fit in there. And then even your little bottles, they're smaller, but they'll fit in there. They can sit on their tip, and the glue is always at the ready when you've got them sitting on this. So this is a great addition to your craft room as well. Very inexpensive, very handy. So I just wanted to show you all the different bottles that you can fit in that, and it's also very pretty with the color scheme. So here we are. I've got my bookcase, and I've got all my markers in there. I've got my cardstock in my storage unit. I have got my blending brushes in my caddy, and I think these are wonderful products to help you get organized. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.